The reality of high-functioning drug use, a day in the life. I wake up. Drink 2 bottles of water, snort 2 lines, go to work, snort 4 more during my break, then go to college, buy a coffee at the cafeteria, snort 2 lines in the bathroom before class, get home, take my prescribed sleeping pills, and do it all over again in the next day. But for the past few weeks, I've just been staying sober, too. Wake up shaky, anxious with palpitations, will am my phone to see what kinda nonsense I texted the night before. Puke and or shit my brains out, shower then head to work ripping my vape the entire time. I head to work but stop to grab about 600 milligrams of caffeine and some roller food. Kills 300 milligrams and some greasy food which gets me feeling like a person again. Hangover lasts until noon, then the shakes kick in followed by some cold sweats, but that's all gone by 7 to 8. I work 24-hour shifts, so by morning am recovered from the day before and ready to drink. Liquor store opens at 9 and am usually first I'm line. Drink, blackout, take a nap, rinse and repeat until my next shift. Lived like that for 10 years, am 3 years sober this June. I used to wake up and eat a gram of mushrooms every day with a large mug full of Cuban coffee. Go to work. Rip a joint or 2 at lunch. Come home and drink whiskey until I passed out. Those were some of the most productive and financially lucrative years of my life. I have a friend who lights a joint before he even gets out of bed in the morning, and then keeps it going all day, every day. He's got a master's in mathematics, which he earned while high. He now makes a ton of money as a geophysical modeler. I'm a little jealous and honestly don't understand how he does it. Work hard all day, smoke weed and do home shit at night. Has worked fine for the last 30 years. I wake up. Drink about 4 shots of vodka. Wait a sec to see if I'm gonna puke. If I don't think so, I'll eat my opiates. Sometimes if I don't dose before bed, I'll wake up in detox. After I eat my opiates, I lay there for about 15 minutes, then get up and brush my teeth and put clothes on. Then I smoke at least 2 bowls of weed and go to work. I keep a couple pills and a water bottle with a few shots of vodka in it in case I start to feel bad. Usually it doesn't affect my work, but lately I've been getting real nauseous. Anyways, I work my 8 hours, then go home, smoke, drink, eat pills, watch TV, rinse, repeat. Used to wake up, have a shot or 2 and a line, pop 80 milligrams Adderall and off to work. Another lunchtime 50 to 80 Addy Anderlines in bathroom. Walk home and promptly down 1L wine, hit the bong, pass out and repeat. These days I wake, take my morning antidepressants, work, run, lift, or bike 10 to 30 miles, cook something, take my nighttime antidepressant, and hit the hay. Once a month I may have a weed gummy or go have drinks with friends on the weekend. Stimulants were my kryptonite and I will never go back. I don't think high functioning applies to any addicts, it's a fantasy of functionality. I may have been able to go to work and do things at home, but isolating from family and friends, not participating in my community, not liking myself and my scheming to hide my use, that's not functioning unless your definition of the word is very narrow. 58 days sober. Same as you. Wake up and do what you need to do to survive another day, week, month. Caffeine during the day, then weed after work. Can hardly wrap my mind around this. I can't even drink heavily because I sleep horribly and feel so sick the next day, hate the feeling of sobering up, and the euphoria maxes out at a heavy buzz and quickly starts feeling bad once you hit drunk. Smoking weed makes me anxious and edibles put me to sleep. More than a very small dose of kratom gives extreme nausea. Opiates are nice, but the withdrawal is itchy and horrible. I couldn't be a high-functioning drug user if I tried because apparently I suck at using any drug to any excess. I am reading these posts and I'm wondering how people afford buying drugs or booze daily. I work in a highly stressful, work hard play hard industry, and it's become a habit of mine to take an edible when I get home from work. It helps me relax and actually encourages me to get to sleep much earlier than I normally would. Also, it makes menial tasks enjoyable, so I get a lot of chores done that way. Since doing it, I've also rediscovered creative writing as a hobby, and I've set myself a rule that I need to run 6 to 10 kilometers at least 4 days a week, otherwise I can't have any until I catch up. I genuinely think this has made me healthier in my 30s than I have been at any other time in my life. So while I'm nowhere near as extreme as a lot of other people in this thread, I'd classify myself as a functional addict. It's definitely a balance you need to tightrope walk though, and I wouldn't recommend that others try the same as it requires a good bit of willpower. When I was using, I would wake up, plop some heroin on some foil and take a few hits and jump in the shower. Now that my veins were popping, I would pour some heroin and then head to work. At work I'd drink some coffee. Around midday on my lunch break I would then take a few more hits from that foil from earlier and eat something, usually a salad or a chicken wrap but sometimes a burger. After work I would either head home, pick up some beer, Voodoo Ranger 9, take a shot, 4, and start drinking, or head to a friend's house where we drink and smoke weed. If I was out of H, then it was usually a trip to the city with a friend so we could pick up. Rinse and repeat. It often looks normal from the outside and messy underneath. Is there really such a thing as high-functioning addict? I lived with one. It's all an act. It's all a ruse and a struggle to keep the facade going. A lot of my friends and myself are in the house music scene. Do party drugs some weekends myself. I like to contain it to music festivals or one night a month really. Some of my friends more like every weekend. Our group is all in the top one of our age bracket income wealth wise, software engineers, doctors, investment bankers, ECT, no one lets it get in the way of work but definitely a work hard play hard thing. Day-to-day life is work, workout, hang with girlfriend friends, play board games, generally be social, chores. Weekend life is a lot of 5 to 8 a.m. nights and, as I age, spend more time recovering from those late nights. Edit. After rereading my message it occurred to me that we have no lawyers in our group, which is weird given the rest of our jobs. So maybe if you want to do this sort of partying and are still in college, don't go to law school, try med school instead.